Good Monday morning, everyone. First Monday in January 2022. I can't believe it. I want to talk about fear. But first, are you scared? My life's in constant danger. I'm threatened by each stranger. I'm scared they'll club and stab me. Scared kidnappers will nab me. I'm scared of home intrusion and cultural infusion. I'm scared of immigrants and teens in drooping pants. I'm scared of sudden sounds. I'm scared of mimes and clowns. I'm scared of boys in hoodies. Scared they will steal my goodies. I'm scared of car hijackers. Scared of computer hackers. I'm scared of mysticism. That devil communism. I'm scared of social welfare and universal health care. I'm scared of foreign accents. I'm scared of paying taxes. I'm scared of other races and unfamiliar faces. I'm scared of intellectuals. I'm scared of I'm scared of bureaucrats. I'm scared of Democrats. I'm scared of Satanists. Scared of psychiatrists. Scared of my medications. Fear college educations. I'm scared of revolution and the so-called theory of evolution. I'm scared of knocks upon my door. I'm scared of homeless and poor. I'm scared that girls will disrespect. I'm scared that guys will just reject. I'm scared that I look like a fool, just like I did in school. My mother's ghost still haunts me. Dad's disapproval taunts me. I'm scared of darkened streets. I'm scared of halal meats. I'm scared of NSA, UN, and CIA. I'm scared of my own shadow. I'm scared of Rachel Maddow. I'm not an evil fellow. My spine's just painted yellow. I'm scared each waking hour. In dreams I cringe and cower. Scared that I have no power. Wish I lived in a tower. Scared of my cowardiceness. Scared of my powerlessness. That's why I carry a gun. Let's talk about fear. DuQuette talks about fear. And we've talked about it before, I think 2 years ago or something. But anyway, chapter 0 of Low Magic. Okay, it's all in your head. You just have no idea how big your head is. It's called First Let's Talk About Fear. Epigram. Speak of the devil and he appears. Italian proverb. For a magician, it is better to be possessed by a demon than ignored by him. Rabbi Lamed Ben Clifford. It is a sad fact, at least from my perspective, that not everyone who picks up this book and thumbs through it will end up buying it. It's also true that not everyone who buys it and takes it home will read it from cover to cover. So, just in case these opening remarks are the only words you will ever read from this book, I'm going to immediately exploit this fleeting moment we have together and impart to you in large uppercase letters the most important secret of magic and of life. Do not be afraid. Now, if you're short on time, please feel free to close the book and fearlessly get on with your life. Don't get me wrong. It's good to be cautious. It's good to be wise. It's good to be measured and thoughtful in all your actions and behavior. But fear is poison to your magical practice and poison to your life. Please know that I'm not preaching this gospel of fearlessness from the marble pulpit of righteousness and courage. On the contrary, I'm shouting it from the pasteboard megaphone of my own ignoble and cowardly character. When I began my life as a practicing magician, it seemed like I was afraid of everything. When I rehearsed my first pentagram and hexagram rituals, I superstitiously monitored everything from my heartbeat to my horniness. I fantasized seeing things out of the corner of my eye and recorded the most outlandish speculations in my diary. I now realize that most of my fears of things that go bump in the night arose from the deepest stratum of my childhood religious programming. In less evasive words, I was still consciously and unconsciously brainwashed by my Christian upbringing. Still trapped in a hostile universe that reverberated with the thundering curses of a wrathful God who frightens little children into acceptable behavior so that they grow up to be obedient, God-fearing adult little children. I was programmed by films and literature based upon the unwholesome doctrine of fear and self-loathing. Today, as I review my old diaries, it all seems pretty silly and melodramatic. Performed greater invoking ritual of the pentagram, ritual of fire for the first time. Later in the day, broke a shoelace and had acid reflux. Or slept with Mars talisman under my pillow. Dreamed my father's corpse was eaten by seahorses. Woke up with an erection. I thank the gods that I had in those early years a knowledgeable, experienced, and competent magical mentor. And my footnote references Phyllis Seckler. Well, I'll read the footnote. For my first years of magical apprenticeship, I was privileged to study formally under Phyllis Seckler McMurtry at the time, 1917 through 2004, known as Soror Merrill, 9th degree OTO. Okay. She mercilessly ridiculed my childish fears and helped me develop an attitude akin to that of a motivated research scientist who, driven by intense curiosity and a sense of scientific wonder. Remember Laura Dern's character in the film Jurassic Park, rolling up her sleeves and plunging her arm into a huge pile of dinosaur poop for a clue to the poor animal's tummy ache? Well, sometimes a magician is faced with even more disturbing psychological and spiritual world challenges. And the key to meeting those challenges is the same detached attitude of fearlessness, determination, and unshakable passion for enlightenment. I recently received a letter from a magician who believed her mood swings and other health issues were the result of her magical workings. Here's a portion of my letter back to her. I hope you'll find it encouraging. Concerning mood swings and health issues vis-a-vis your magical practices, It's usually best to ascribe them to normal demons of body chemistry and the stresses of 21st century urban life. More often than not, a head cold or the flu isn't caused by backlash for a magical operation. Even if it were a negative reaction to your magical workings, your doubts and fears over the matter only serve to give the entities you fear permission and encouragement to keep feeding on your insecurities, and perhaps much more. By becoming preoccupied as to whether this pain or that fever might be a demon messing with you, you voluntarily give the demon power to give you this pain or that fear. In a very real sense, the demon has evoked you. Try to remain mindful that you'll probably live through all your magic workings, except perhaps for the last one. And that nothing neutralizes the power of a pesky demon more than having its scariness ignored. Remember what it says in Liber Librae. Humble thyself before thyself. Yet fear neither man nor spirit. Fear is failure, and the forerunner of failure. And courage is the beginning of virtue. And that's my Monday morning thought for the day and for the week and for my life. I needed to hear it probably more than any of you out there. I needed to remind myself. Okay, until tomorrow. I promise not to sing tomorrow. Continue to be good to yourself and be good to each other. Do what thou wilt shall be the whole of the law. Love is the law, love under will.